always sounds funny, but I like it. I like it. Mm-hmm. So what we did was we moved locations. Yeah. We were in a room that had a very timely ticking tick box. That was actually pretty excruciating.
It annoyed you. I didn't.
Wait, tell me why that tick box was fine for you.
So it's kind of like 60 minutes. It's kind of like it was pleasant. It was like a little drone that was just in the background that after a while you don't even notice when it happens.
Really?
You don't notice it.
I noticed that shit when I was editing. When I was editing shit, you hear. I wanted to literally just like I was gonna take a pencil to my temple. Hashtag rip Danny Brown for sure.
Yeah. But that's like.
We're not sponsored by them guys, by the way.
This is
it rhymes with Lancelot Ultra.
No,
it rhymes with Tipolobe Ultra or Michelangelo Ultria. I don't know.
Michelangelo Max.
But we stay fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but honestly though, it's we're happy we moved into space. Obviously, it's gonna start changing more. We were adding stuff, but we're happy to get this on video and happy to get everything back to the way it was. Last week we released the
video, audio only.
Audio out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everywhere. It's about TikTok and the sex on TikTok. Yeah. Apparently there's sex on TikTok, and it's very weird because Instagram comments and TikTok comments very different from each other. But you know, it's always interesting.
Yeah, I'm barely on the TikTok. So.
Barely on the top.
Barely on the top. So.
Bro, wait. So you are millennial. You're like pure millennial.
So I'm like the beginning of what you call the late millennial.
Okay, late millennial. I see.
Yeah, you're like the late. You're the high.
I'm like basically Gen Z almost, but like it's like I still have those remnants of millennials. Yeah, millennial tendencies. It's ridiculous. Yeah. But we got a good show coming.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna talk first about the challenge. However, I think it's always best to we should get plugged up now.
Yeah, get plugs up. Yeah.
So let's get our plugs early. You know, okay, guys. So please keep on liking, please supporting us, subscribe, everything, comment, YouTube, everything. Yeah. Just like Twitter.
We're open to reception.
We are very open to reception, which is sad because you fuckers are crazy. But honestly, please, you can email us at theletmechallengeyupod@gmail.com. Email. You can actually tweet at us on Twitter or the Bird.
The Bird.
You mean the Bird?
The Bird.
The Bird. You can hit us up on the Bird at Juju Fevry, or you can hit us up on Instagram at Juju Fevry, or also
you can also hit me up on Maxed Out Character Reviews on Instagram. You can DM me there, or you can tweet at me on the Bird at Maxed OCR.
And if you like what you're hearing, just please keep on listening, keep on supporting. We want to keep on doing this, so we're just going to keep on pushing,
Smash that like button.
Exactly. Oh, smash that like button. That's always awesome. Dude, honestly, it's a whole thing, guys. But I think we're going to start off first by the challenge.
Okay, so...
Last week on the episode, it was a very interesting thing.
On the fly, you thought...
We had our challenge.
Yeah.
And it was to pick up a girl, or try to pick up a girl, by talking about a book.
Yeah. Specifically.
And my experience was very, I guess, interesting. How was yours, I would say?
So, okay, first of all, picking up a woman right now.
Oh.
Just
I even forgot about that when I was doing that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, in this very non-sociable era.
I mean, this very fun era. Yeah, I think it's a very fun... I'm having the blast, bro. That's what I'm doing here. That's what we're doing here. Cheers.
For the introverts, we're all having fun. We're all having fun with this.
Well, not for the introverts, for everyone. This is the best thing that's ever happened to us.
Oh,
amazing!
You sure about the best thing? This is the best thing that's ever happened to us.
It is.
Better than
it's better than sliced bread, bro. COVID is honestly the greatest thing that's ever happened to human beings. So we move.
Okay.
Right? This is obviously me being sarcastic.
Yeah. Finding environments that would allow for such conversation to happen was kind of hard.
That was.
By the time I was able to find a place where I could actually, try this out.
Okay.
ended up like I was there, and it's a kind of place that I frequent where I kind of.
Did it start off by like everyone's like socially distanced? You're like, hey, you, yo, cutie.
So I actually
you like that book?
So I actually had while I was walking to the place, I had an idea of how I would how was that idea? How I was gonna pick.
What's that idea?
Pick it up.
All right, you go first. We're gonna start with your story first.
So I was gonna be like, hey yo, what that brain do? And then they'll be like, excuse me? And I'll be like, what the? You get. Wait. You're exactly.
What that brain do? Not what that thing do. That's revolutionary.
What that brain do?
What that thing do? What that brain do? That's awesome. I gotta use that as a point. What that brain do?
So now they're confused. Like, what are you trying to What do you mean? And I'll be like, no. And if they think of it in a sexual way, I'm like, no. I mean, what does that brain do? What are your interests? What do you like to do? What does your brain like to do? Like, yeah. I like reading. I've been reading, and that's what I would try to kind of get that into it. Like,
okay, that's actually kind of smooth.
Yeah, I thought that was when I thought of that, I was like, you know what? That'll be my first go. That'll be my go-to. But
it's kind of smooth.
Yeah,
I'm like that's whiskey right there. That's nice. I like it. It's a nice aged whiskey there.
So I ended up going to an event, right?
Okay.
And
an event.
Yeah, it is an event.
It was a mic.
Yeah, it was
mics. Everything is socially distanced. They really do a good job.
They do a great job.
It really is like a good job.
And so I was in the room, right? I got there a little bit late, so I walked in, but so many people were already sitting down, so I sat down in the little corner, right, looking around. First of all, there were 2 women in the entire room out of a room of maybe
Fun, because
30.
women are smarter than men. Like, dudes are just running out, like, left and right of Corona. I probably think, is there probably a stat that says men are more likely to get COVID than women?
Probably just because we're stupid enough to be actually going out trying to...
I think it actually stems back from, like, 1955, where it's just like, stay in the house, and they just, like... I don't know, obviously, I'm joking, guys. I'm obviously joking.
Yeah, so the staying in the house, right? So, what do you mean? So, what do you mean by that? Like, that women have a gene that allows them to stay in the house?
No, what I mean by that is I'm not that bright, so you shouldn't be listening to me for advice about women. However, what I will say is that a backhand goes a long way. No, I'm just kidding. I get backhand.
Sponsored by baby powder.
Baby powder. There you go. No, I get backhand. This is all jokes. But
So I was like, okay. So the open mic's happening, right? First of all, it was a really weird open mic because there was a very old lady there.
Yeah.
And a pretty young, I don't know, maybe Spanish.
Maybe Spanish. That's like usually how it is now.
Yeah,
it's like they're maybe Spanish.
You know, maybe Spanish.
He's never like definitive. Like, are you Spanish? Yeah, maybe.
You know, and so it was weird because every micer was going up, right?
Yeah.
And they kept tagging onto each other about talking about the old lady and what the things that they would do to her. So it kind of became like in a sexual format.
Okay, I know.
That was right.
That's not the best type of.
I'm sitting there like, but I'm like, okay.
That's poor.
Yeah, that's
like,
poor.
Follow through on the next one. You don't want to be like, I want to have sex with you. So here's my bit.
They worked it into their bit somehow. Yeah.
That's how we all do. We just somehow try.
Yeah, but and then like I was looking at this girl. Right? We made eye contact a couple times. I was like, okay, this might actually work. So what I can do is after the mic is over, while we're all walking out back, like, hey shorty, what that brain do? But then she went up on her mic, right, and she was talking about stuff and relationships, and then she started talking about relationships, and then and she was saying, so I said to myself, never go after her, and I was like, oh, she don't like me, not for
she don't like dick.
She just don't like dick.
She doesn't like dick. I get it.
So I was like,
I like dick. I get it.
So then I was thinking, yeah, I get it. I understand. So I was like, all right, am I about to try this move on an old lady? Fuck nah. So So I left, and that was my story. That I tried. I was able to get out there. I tried. It's hard, and I'm still. And you know what? Even though the challenge is technically over,
I mean, challenge is changing next week. So
yeah, the challenge is changing next week. I'm still gonna, if I find an opportunity to use what that brain do, I'm actually gonna use it. And so whenever you might get an update on that.
Damn. Okay. Well, I think my. Hold on a second. Let me see. I know. Hold on one second. Perfect.
Do you hear stuff?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So no echoes. All right, ready? All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll tell you what my story is.
All right.
Okay. My story is a little different.
Less old people.
Huh?
Less old people.
Less old people.
Less
Very
geriatric fetishes.
I mean, I hope I hope that is that. So I mean, look. If the puss got the whoop, you know, I can still put it in the puss. You know what I mean? Like, it still got the wop. If they still got the wop, right?
If it's still
got the wop,
sliding in there,
they can still do their thing.
Yeah.
I'm not ageist.
Yeah. Okay.
Except I'm ageist only up. I don't go down. I hope that's clear. Young people.
Got it.
There you go. Go slow there, buddy, but we're going. But essentially, the way I tried to do it was I tried to introduce it as, okay, going into books as a subject, not the best move.
Not the best move.
But honestly, I thought about it. I'm like, there is probably a demographic, that might work.
Yes.
Right? So I decided, let's start off with movies, then into books.
Oh, okay.
See? So there's layers. I went movie, then into books.
Yeah.
So what I did was I was literally just like, you look like you watched the Queen's Gambit. That's just a solid.
Yeah.
Right
down
the
middle. That's a right. That's a strong.
Because if you're not watching the Queen's Gambit right now, shout out to Queen's Gambit. You are probably missing out. And I
haven't finished it yet.
Oh, I'm not gonna spoil that for you.
Okay.
It's a treat. It makes me want to drug people.
But you know my.
I want to drug my kids to greatness.
You on a tangent right here. Mm-hmm. You want to know why I've been a little slow on watching Queen's Gambit? Because I think it's America's way of trying to validate redheads and say that they have souls. That's what I think it is.
We know they don't have souls.
Redheads don't have souls. We have to remember that, guys. Redheads don't have souls.
So who are people?
So stop. So even with all Queen's Gambit and all this, trying to humanize redheads.
No, we earned our right after the 3/5 compromise. I'm kidding.
It took us
a second.
1960.
Redheads didn't earn that.
Redheads
they were
never
just
earned
given that.
Exactly.
So we don't even know what souls.
But yeah, you were saying Queen's Gambit. Queen's Gambit as your opening move.
Exactly. Oh, shit. They opened it. Hey. But yeah, so I would start off with that, and then I would lean into like, wait, do you know any books I should read? I would ask them first.
Ooh, okay.
Right? I was like, oh, what book should I read? And I was offered like a book that was like, okay, it was like what was that? What was it called? It was
Come on, I know you remember her face. Don't tell me you don't remember what she recommended.
No, I remember the book, but so it was like this what's it, psychology book.
Okay.
Because she was just like, yeah, I'm really interested in the brain and stuff like that, which I thought was pretty cool. But then to me, I was just like, wait a second, psychology. You're reading about it. What are you doing here? Because honestly, right, like they say never to date your therapist.
Yeah.
Never date your therapist. Like never try to.
Even if she's like really attractive.
Even not yet. Yep.
She's kind of got like really nice earrings.
Oh yes.
She has like a kind of scarf thing.
Even for women, look. Even if it's like a dude, tall, white. I put in white because this is what's in now, right? White, tall, skinny, can sing you the end to what's that song called? Not even a musical. It's like that. Little boys and the silver spoon. Little boy. White people love that song. The Daddy's Cradle song.
I don't fucking know this song, dude.
I think you just proved that you're blacker than me. I think that's what you just proved here, bro.
I don't.
But white people love that song. Honestly, send us actually like if you want like send us like to our email at thelife@gmail.com. Send us emails about why do white people seem to like the the cradle song. I know it's a depressing song. I get it, but let me know. Tell me why.
All right, white people, tell me these 3 things. Why do you guys like Wonderwall?
Okay, Wonderwall.
Why do you guys like
You're my Wonderwall.
Bohemian Rhapsody?
Okay, wait.
I like it, but why? They like it a lot.
Nah, but he's different. Queen is different because he's gay. And white people had a hard time accepting gays.
Okay.
And black people still do.
Yes.
That's very true. But he was different. Because no one could put him in a box because he was like Armenian, but this nigga was gay. And that's hard to be like, hey, let's put you in this category.
Okay, so Wonderwall, why do white people like, what's that thing called?
Is it the
Brown-Eyed Girl?
Brown-Eyed Girl.
Why the hell do you guys like
and that
Brown-Eyed
Tom
Girl?
Sawyer song? What's that song?
I don't even know who Tom Sawyer is. Wasn't that an author?
No, the song is called Tom Sawyer.
Okay.
By I fucking forgot. But you guys know what we're talking about, okay?
Yeah.
If you know, you guys
please just tell us why you guys like these songs.
They're not bad, but just the repetitive. Sweet Caroline, Sweet Caroline.
Okay,
dude,
do that. Yeah. Why do you guys like that?
No, because here's the thing. Not all you niggas are from Sweet Carolina. Like none of you guys are from there.
So some of y'all are from fucking the family Georgia or Alabama,
and others are from the hood, bro. Like you got some hood white niggas out here. Like, okay, well that's another tangent. Let me get back to the story. Back to the story. But like, she was talking to me about like a cool psychology book, and she's really cool. Like it was nice stuff. But you know, it was funny. I didn't expect it to be such a conversational opener for things. Mm-hmm. But then I found myself just more interested in the conversation, and then I just forgot about the goal or any not even the goal, but the idea of what the challenge was.
Oh, to get a number.
Yeah, well, to see if you can get her number, to see if that was the case, and based on someone being interested.
Yeah.
And it was interesting because I just ended up having a really nice conversation about cool shit, and I was just like, oh, so this is what men should do, guys. I think we should just go in and just be ourselves. And,
okay. I'm gonna caveat that real quick. Being ourselves. Not necessarily so much. Yes, you can be.
Oh, I'm never
be
gonna
yourself.
find happiness.
No. Don't be yourself.
Being myself is a whole other level.
But it's like, talk to them without the intent of trying to sleep with them.
You know what's funny about that? I feel like it's this though, because that's old school thinking.
That's old school.
Wait, and hear me out.
All right.
Hear me out. Gen Z has mapped it out so well. Right? Mm-hmm. Where it's they've created this new emotional way of hitting on people. Okay. Where you being no, I'm being emotionally this, and this. Mm-hmm. And then that is being the emotional guy is sexy now. So
okay.
No.
I mean, maybe for that.
For Gen Z. I'm saying Gen Z.
Yeah.
I think the demographic is being hey, if you are not necessarily, you don't need to be sensitive, but you went through the work of what you need to do to understand yourself emotionally, then they're like this, which brings me
that's
to
healthy.
That's healthy,
yeah.
right? But it brings me to the point, nigga, they're 18, they're 23, and they're out here fucking talking about all this shit. You see how you gotta get on the talk, bro. I'm on TikTok, I'm getting all these crazy ass Gen Zs just being yo, bitch, your bitch ass coming. I'm like, what the, there's one talk that was literally there's this whole lane of just cheater talk. Dude, the TikTok is amazing. I gotta be honest. So, there's a lane of cheater talk where they literally film them confronting their cheater girlfriends and whatever.
You know what they used to be? That used to just be called a show.
That used to be
Cheaters.
called Cheaters, exactly.
So the show Cheaters became atomized into actual TikTok.
But now imagine this is Cheaters Unlimited.
Yeah.
This is not just Cheaters, Cheaters Unlimited. That's what's going on here, and it's like it's actually pretty fascinating to me. But I don't know. I think that this new level, because I'm a pretty sensitive guy.
Both are.
No, fuck you guys. Nah, I'm not gonna curse. Frick you guys.
Frick off.
Frick off, Ricky. Yeah, shout out to Sheriff Fire Boys. But you know, it's like it was interesting, and like I never like look personally like I have a tough time with like relationships and things like that because I'm just a weird guy, and like I always like feel like my weirdness just starts to seep out, and I'm like, all right, this is. But then when you see something that matches your weirdness, you're like, oh fuck, this is awesome.
Yeah, that's the best feeling.
You're like, oh my god.
When you have when you let a little bit of your weird out, not sure if she like testing
just
the water,
and it lands,
and then she understands that, and then lets a little bit of her weird out. So you're just like, okay, we're on the same page.
But ultimately, it actually went pretty okay, and like I in the end of it, I didn't really like necessarily want like. I didn't want it to.
So ugly, you didn't want the number.
No, oh my god. No, it's not even that. It's just like I'm like you know taking this very break because it's like COVID, and I feel like if you're trying to be in a relationship right now, you're trying to get it's just gonna get super accelerated. And like, look, I'm trying to save these knees. I'm trying to save my mind. Like, so you know when all this shit done. But that actually is actually a good segue. COVID.
Oh yeah.
72,000. Vaccines are coming in.
I can tell you all
for Pfizer. You don't need to tell me everything.
Okay.
Right? We can go over the brief basics. But I will ask. You taking that shit, dude?
Yes.
Okay.
So, all right.
Pro COVID vaccine.
Yes. So here's the thing.
I think I'm starting to become an anti-vaxxer. Is that what's going on?
And people that think they know me would be like, wow, he's saying that he's taking the vaccine. That's weird.
This nigga?
But the person who literally went through years without getting the flu shot. I may have gotten the flu shot maybe once or twice in my life.
I feel like you shouldn't share that, but
anyway, moving on. So the thing is that there are currently 4 different corona vaccines.
Yes.
And one is a Russian one, so they're called Sputnik 5. We don't have to worry about that.
I mean, Russia had the cure for like.
But you know what their side effect is?
3 months.
You're not allowed to drink for 2 months.
Honest, you know what's great? You know how sobering like Russia's gonna be.
Yeah.
Like there's gonna be parts of Russia that's gonna be like completely sober.
Yeah.
And that's amazing.
Yeah.
But did it work though?
Yes, it has. They haven't. So
there's an early one because I know there was the early one, and everyone's like skeptical that they like figured it out. But Russian scientists.
So here's the thing with Russian scientists.
Different breed.
Here's the thing with Russian scientists. They claim that it's 90% effective, right? Okay. So far, there hasn't been anybody who's contracted it who has had
reported. Nigga, it's Russia, bro.
But also reported.
Russia with oil.
Vladimir.
Russia with no information.
But also, Putin isn't taking the vaccine.
Oh.
So I don't know about that. Okay.
Oh, I love that guy.
So
what a guy.
The third one.
What a guy.
The third one, I'm not sure of. It's a live vaccine. The 2 that we should be worried about as Americans is the Pfizer one and the Gilead. It's not Gilead. I don't think it's Gilead. It might be Gilead.
Gilead?
I don't know, but it's something with a G, right? It's a company starting with a G, right? So the Pfizer one works like most live vaccines.
Yes.
It gives you a weakened strain of the virus that your body can then learn how to fight against, and then get the weapons to make sure that if it actually comes into contact with the actual virus, then it'll be able to fight it off. Yeah. But the one that I want to get is the Gilead one, and the one the live vaccine one has like a 90-something% efficacy. The one that I want to get is the mRNA one. So the mRNA vaccine is they give you a protein, and this protein teaches your cells how to code for the weapons, for the spikes on their cells, for the actual to fight off.
So
the
one's
virus.
like wifey material and one's like hoe material. That's what you're telling me.
One's like
One's the one that teaches you to be better or wants you to be better.
yes.
And then there's the other one that's just like,
Hey,
hey,
you want in?
You want in? Let's get it.
Yeah.
So one, there's the hoe vaccine, and then there's the
I
wifey
want the hoe.
vaccine.
I want the hoe vaccine.
You want the hoe vaccine.
I want the hoe. It has a 95% accuracy,
Man,
right?
yes.
But it's
I
but
kind of want the wifey one.
well, so the thing is that most people are probably gonna get the wifey one because Pfizer was the first one to get theirs to line to like production lines.
Yes.
So that's probably what's gonna happen. And if I'm asking for a hoe and they give me a wife, then fine.
They ask you again. All right, I like that. All right.
You know.
All right, I fucks with that. I fuck with that. If you're asking for a hoe, you get. That's probably what like a lot of guys. If you're asking for a hoe, but you get a wife, we're fine.
Yeah.
That's what we're asking for, man.
Yeah. So
She gotta be part hoe. You know, we want that hoe.
yeah, but you know if that's my COVID. So that's my COVID.
That's the best thing I ever heard. I gotta be honest with you, I don't even care now. That was the best thing I ever heard, bro. Congrats, I love that. Oh, man.
Yeah, so you know so yeah, I'll probably get a wife and I'll be alright with that.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. Get the vaccine. It'll be like $4 at Mac.
$4?
Yeah, it might cost $4.
Dude,
$4 to $20.
4 to 20. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not too
and
bad.
if you have insurance, it'll be.
I think they're doing it because it's just like they could like raise the prices down. You know what dicks they would be to be like? Because honestly, they would need to.
That would cause socioeconomic literal turmoil. Like it would be like
not even socioeconomic turmoil. I think just it'd be war. Like
yeah,
I think like civil war. If you were just like COVID drug, $1,000. And shit you not, you're gonna see people getting robbed, jacked for so. Dude, I kind of want that to happen just to see it. I don't want to be in it. I just want to see it.
You want to be watching from afar with
Just like-
with your one-handed binoculars and
Oh, they are fighting.
yes, like on
for the
your
COVID
yacht.
drug.
Yes. Oh,
By the
look
way,
at that.
Michelob Ultra. Oh,
You
no sponsor. Michelob Ultra is delicious. We're not sponsored.
Michelangelo Max.
Ultra Michelob up top. Okay, sip her here. All right, so
And one of the things that people were arguing is that it is going to kind of change things because also what happens when when things start opening up again, right? Will people like be able to like go to certain stores without showing that they have the vaccine or not? Like what about and then it leads to like going to the grocery store, right? Would you be able to go to the grocery store without the vaccine? And then that adds another social
if it was
layer.
called. Thank God they get the cheap, you know.
Yeah. So that's and as long as people are getting it, and as long as people get it, and you know, yeah.
Well, that's good. At least it's not like it's not gonna like this because the news with all of that stuff. I know we're talking about it now, but it's felt kind of dry, kind of like porn.
Yeah.
That you can't like because like with porn, it's kind of
It's like you've seen these before.
And then you heard about the Pornhub thing?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so there's an article that went out.
Yeah, that's my secret. I don't go to Pornhub.
Oh no, God. I know your methods.
That's it.
That's actually should be discussed in another podcast. But
moving on.
Nah, like because there was a columnist came out with investigative journalism, journalism, and he was talking about basically. He discovered. Well, we all knew, but there's a lot of like child trafficking on it, and they like weren't taking those down or like watching it, because it was just like videos they upload. It's like a handy situation where you're like, how do you do this?
And it is hard. Like it is hard to.
Because a lot of like
regulate
every single
like that. That's when millions of videos are being uploaded every day. Like
and look, I know it's all bad. I know that's first of all. But I wonder how much money they're making. One, but that's a quick side. Okay. But not good. Yeah. But they decided to then take that all down and only accept verified videos, which I was like,
okay.
It has to be verified, so they have to like look through it, to make sure that everything's good.
Whose job is that going to be?
And the job? Yeah, here's where we're going. and I want that job. Can you imagine, dude? Actually, that's so depressing.
That's so depressing. Like
That's like detective work.
like-
That's like SUV level.
Yeah, and
And you can't even like report it. You gotta be like, this won't work. This.
and the thing is like, and it's like you'll have to watch a video and be like, all right, I've seen that tattoo before. You're gonna have to have a mental library of like all of like to be like, oh, this means that no, this. Oh, I know this person, so we can verify this because this is a real person. Like, they're gonna have to be like, ah. And then to be watching so much of it, like think about it like this. Think about it like this. Right? Ready? You have a hard day at work, right?
All right.
All right. You have a hard day at
After
work.
this point, then we're gonna have to cut to the break.
Okay. You have a hard day at work, right? You come home, you just want to relax. You grab a beer.
Relax. I mean, Pornhub is not really relaxing. It's kind of a work. It's kind of like a bigger thing.
Okay, but you're
getting ready to work out.
You get it gets you to relax a bit more, you know. So you're doing that, and then you're doing that. But like, what ends up happening is you would end up going home to more work, you know.
Well, I mean, let's save on this. Let's cut to.